Okay, here at a car wash, just gonna wash the car first before we review it. So here's a quick introduction to this car. So what we have today is a 2014, registered in 2014, okay, Jaguar XF diesel, 2.2 diesel. And this car is actually a private hire car. That explains the PHV sticker at the top corner. I borrowed this car from one of our drivers actually. This car was used as a wedding car, chauffeuring, Grab Premium, self-drive rentals. Yeah, you can actually rent this car and drive it for yourself. So overall as a whole, this car has seen a lot. It's gone through a lot because it's a rental car. The mileage is also quite high for like a 4 to 5 year old car at about 150,000 kilometers. So yeah, now let's get on to the review. So this is we are now inside the 2015 Jaguar XF, and let's start the car up. So yeah, it's like a lot of other Jaguars where the aircon vents, they open up and the gear lever also raises up when you start the car. Speedo Cluster, where it's very basic, but it's very clear. In the middle you have your gear indicator, so you can change the information on the screen by using the button on this stalk over here, right? This one. Okay, so just by clicking on it you can see things like your average fuel consumption, speed, mileage. So this car is about 146,000 kilometers, 147,000 kilometers, and range left is about 142 kilometers. Speaking of range, this car does about I'm currently doing about 13 to 14 kilometers per liter. So this is a diesel car, like I mentioned. So the fuel tank on this car is 70 liters. So on one full tank you can go about 900 to, depends on how you drive, 900 to about 1,000 kilometers. Here you have your window switches, okay, boot release, fog lights, center console. The infotainment screen here is it's very basic. You only have 3 options. So first one is audio and video, where you can choose your radio. Okay, so you have your radio, and you also have this My Music, where you can plug in you can connect your phone to the car via Bluetooth, and you can play your music from there. So let's just go over some of these things. Station list. Frequency. Phone, where you can connect your phone, and your Aircon Controls here. Okay, so you can change your settings. Okay, so that's about it really. It's a very basic infotainment system. It reminds me of those third party kind of infotainment systems where you install on your dad's Toyota, that kind of thing. But obviously this is not. This is the actual Jaguar infotainment screen. Okay, so here you have your normal controls, like door lock and unlock, your auto start stop, hazard lights, and this can be used to control, you know, the things here. Aircon controls, this is for your volume actually. The sound system on this car is pretty good. I think this comes with the basic Jaguar audio sound system. I don't think it's the upgraded sound system. But yeah, it's pretty good. Aircon controls. Can control the temperature on the passenger and driver side. Okay, you have your engine start stop, your engine start button, gear knob, so you change gears by turning this dial. Okay, you know, your snow mode, your traction control, electronic parking brake, and over here you have this cup holder compartment. Okay, and in the middle here you have this compartment to keep your stuff. It's not that big, but yeah, it will better than nothing. On the steering wheel you have your volume controls. You can change your track using this button, voice command, you can change your audio source here. Cruise control buttons here. Yeah, so something very unique I would say about this car is that the bonnet release is over here on the passenger side. So if you are alone in this car, it's a bit troublesome for you to open the bonnet when you have to, because you have to go all the way over to the passenger side to open it. On normal cars it's on the driver's side somewhere here, right? But yeah, I don't know what's the rationale behind that. So this is my original driver's position. The knee room is alright. Okay, headroom is, yeah, it's alright as well. For someone who's about average height, about 1.75, you should be fine. But however, if you move into the middle here, if you're carrying 3 people, 3 adults, the person in the middle might be a bit you know, it might be a bit tight here. Okay, if you are carrying 3 adults. But if you're carrying only 2 people, then it's yeah, it's actually quite good. And you also have this cup holders here in the middle, your armrest. Yeah, you have your aircon vents here as well, rear aircon vents. Oh, this is actually quite high quality metal. Yep. So this car is very sporty. You can see the door pillars are up till here. Okay, they sit quite low to the ground. The windows are pretty narrow and small, so visibility on this car is not the best, but it's comfortable, definitely. Suspension is small to the stiffer side, but it's definitely comfortable. So you know how some cars, when you go over rough roads, you feel like the car's gonna like fall apart. You know, the right wheel is going to the right, the left wheel is like going towards the drain or something, and the car is long 40 roll, stuff like that. With this car, no, you don't feel any of that. Okay, it feels very solid. It goes over rough roads as like one unit. You know, it has a very solid feeling to it. Steering is direct. It's, I think, perfectly balanced between light and heavy. So when you're driving slowly around town or in the car park, it's easy to maneuver. If you are driving fast on the highway, it's also, you know, you feel confident. And the doors on this car are actually very heavy. Just before driving this car, I was from a 5 Series, and immediately the first thing I noticed when I opened the door was that yeah, this door is super heavy, and this car generally is a relatively heavy car. It's about 1.75 tons, something like that. So maybe that's why you get a very solid feeling, because it's just the build quality is, yeah, it is good. The engine on this car really pulls, okay, because it's a diesel engine, so there's a lot of torque. You put your foot down, you can feel the car pulling. It's not super fast or anything, but it does its job. It's, I think, enough for most people, for most drivers.